Hello and welcome to a brief overview of the Money Ledger program for IFTA returns in Canada. In this video you will see how you can easily complete your own Canadian IFTA returns with the use of this ledger. Let's take a brief look at the program and make a few entries. First, let's look at the screen. The screen you're looking at now is the quarterly IFTA screen. And at the top you can see which quarter it is, and at the bottom you can see there's one tab for every quarter. And each screen is the same. On the top left, you can see where it says click here for current IFTA rates. So that's where you click. It would take you to the web page so you can update your quarterly rates here on the left side in the yellow. And to the left of that, you can see that all the states and provinces are listed for you for easy reference. You can simply enter all the IFTA rates if you like, or just the ones where you're traveling. And once you're done that, click save and you're good to go. In the center area, in the yellow zone, is where you make your one-line entries for your log. Now I'll show you that in a minute. Then on the right side, as you're making your entries, there's a fuel tax summary report that's automatically being populated for you. You can simply change the dates here from one year to the next and use the program year after year and make copies as you need. Okay, let's do a few entries. 2nd of January, let's say you were in the province of Alberta. Entering into Alberta, your odometer was at 4,200 kilometers. Now you can change this to kilometers or miles depending on what your truck is using. And then when you exit Alberta, you're at 4,700 kilometers on your odometer. And so here you simply click and you can see that the math is done for you. You've traveled 500 kilometers in that province. If you'd rather not enter in your odometer reading in and out, you can simply manually enter the total traveled right here where the 500 is sitting, and that'll work as well. If there's any non-taxable distance traveled, you would enter that there. And if you're making any fuel purchases, you would enter that there. And when you're in Canada, and there's a little flag here that says, when you're in Canada, you record your fuel purchases in liters on this ledger. And when you're in the US, you record your fuel purchases in US gallons in this ledger, making your entries very simple. And what will happen is the ledger will automatically do the conversions in the summary screen for you. So your summary screen is all in liters. Okay, so let's say we purchase 120 liters of fuel, and then we're done our entry. The first entry, you're not going to see any net result on the due or refund. It'll take at least a second entry to do that. Alright, so let's go 3rd of January. You cross over to Saskatchewan, so we can even type the name of the state with a 2-letter abbreviation. And now, you can either enter in the odometer reading manually, or you can choose what the other odometer reading was going out of Alberta, let's say, off this list right here. It'll show it to you, and you can simply click on it if you like. And we go into Saskatchewan, and when we leave Saskatchewan, we're at 5,500 kilometers on our odometer. We've traveled 800 kilometers. And let's say we purchased 50 liters of fuel and we're done. Okay, so when you scroll to the right, you can see everything's being populated for you. It's showing your net refund or amount due, and at the bottom it's giving you a net total, and it tells you if it's either amount due or if it's a refund coming back to you. So that's it. You just simply continue making your entries. And we'll do one more entry. Let's say it's 4th of January, and if we go into somewhere in the US, let's say it was for example, North Dakota, and going in there where our odometer reading was 6,000, and leaving there we were at 6,400, and then we traveled 400 kilometers, and you bought 80 gallons of fuel. You put in the number 80 for gallons, and again it would convert everything over to liters for you, and you're all set to go. And you simply do that with each of the 4 quarterly reports, and that'll do it. Alright, well, thanks for tuning in. I hope you found the video helpful.